Hello students, today we will discuss concept of inheritance. So before discussing inheritance, we will first try to find out what is the need of inheritance. So as we define classes in Python or in any other language, so basically those classes having some common features or functionality. So instead of defining that functionality separately in every class, what we can do, we can write the common functionality in one class and other classes can use that functionality. So this is what the basic concept behind inheritance. So inheritance is nothing but whenever one class is using the methods or properties defined in another class, so it is called as the inheritance. So the class which inherits another class is generally known as the child class or derived class, while the class which is inherited by other classes is called as the base class or parent class. So what is the benefit or advantages that we can get from concept of inheritances? Basically it supports code reusability because we can use existing class to create a new class instead of creating separate class from the scratch. Another benefit that we can get from inheritance is we can extend the code. That is, whatever the code or method you have defined in parent class, we can use the same method name in child class with extended functionality. So code extension is also the benefit that we can get from concept of inheritance. Another benefit that we can get is it will help us in better structuring our code. That is because as we can define each feature or in separate classes, so we can better structure our code. So there is always a concept of superclass and subclass. So what is a superclass? So superclass is the class from which attributes and methods will be inherited. And what is the subclass? The class which inherit the members from the superclass. So this is the basic concept or idea behind inheritance. Now Python supports different types of inheritance. So there is single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multiple inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Now let us discuss these types one by one. So we will start with concept of a single inheritance. So single inheritance means what? It is the nothing but the process of inheriting the properties from single parent to single child class. So let us consider this example where we have defined parent class P1. In this parent class P1, we have defined one method which is M1. So it will print parent method as the output. Then we have defined one child class C which is inheriting this parent class P1. And in this child class, we have defined one method which is M2 method, and it is giving us output child method. Then we have created one object which is of child class C, and through this object we are calling method M1 and M2. M1 method belongs to parent class P and M2 methods belongs to child class C. So let us execute this code. So this is the example of single inheritance. So we will just execute it and see what is the output. So in output we are getting parent class method, that is parent method, and child class method, that is child method. So method m1 belongs to parent class, it is printing parent method as the output. Method m2 belongs to child class C, and it is printing child method as the output. So this is the example of single inheritance. Now let us consider multi-level inheritance. So in multi-level inheritance, inheriting from multiple classes one by one is nothing but multi-level inheritance. So here we can inherit the properties of classes one by one. So you can consider this example to have better understanding of this multi-level inheritance. Here we have defined three classes, class A, B and C. So basically class B is using class A and class C is using class B. So there is a chain like structure we have created for this multi-level inheritance. Now we will consider one example for this multi-level inheritance. So here we have defined one parent class P. There is one method M1 in parent class P. Then we have defined one child class C. There is method M2 in this child class. And we have defined class MT, which is the multi-level, that is why I have used word MT, and that child class MT is having method M3. So basically we are having three classes. Okay, so class C is using parent class P, class MT is using child class C or class C. So we have created one object T which is of class MT type. Okay, by using this object we are calling method M1, M2 and M3. So M1 method is defined in class P, M2 method is defined in class C, M3 method is defined in class MT. So we are getting output as parent method, child method and sub child method. So if you compare it with the code, so parent method is the output of method M1 which is defined in class P. Child method is output of method M2 which is defined in class C, and subchild method is the output of method M3 which is defined in class MT. So this is how we can execute this concept of multi-level inheritance. Now let's discuss hierarchical inheritance. So in hierarchical inheritance, one parent and multiple child classes. So if multiple child classes which are at the same level is inheriting from one parent class, so it is the concept of hierarchical inheritance. So you can consider this example. Here we have defined one parent class P and there are three classes B, C and D at the same level, and all these three classes were using parent class P. So this is called as our hierarchical inheritance. Now let us move over to the code. So we will use the code for hierarchical inheritance. So here you can see there is a class P which is the parent class. M1 method is defined in this parent P. Okay. Then there are two classes, class C1 and C2. Both classes were using parent class P. There is method M2 which belongs to C1 class and M3 method which belongs to C2 class. Now we have created two objects. First object is T which is of class C1 and second object is T1, which is of class C2. So using first object T, we are calling method M1 and method M2. So M1 belongs to parent class and M2 belongs to C1 class. Okay, that is the child class. Then using object T2, we are calling again M1 method of parent class P and M3 method of child class C2. So let us run this code. So what we have got in our output is, firstly, it is printing parent method because we are calling t1.m1. Secondly, it is printing child1 method because we are calling t.m2. Then it is printing parent method again because we are calling t1.m1. Then it is printing child2 method because we are calling t1.m3. So it is the child2 method is the output of method m3. So this is the example of hierarchical inheritance. Now let us discuss multiple inheritance. So in multiple inheritance, there is one child class using multiple parent classes. So in this example, you can see there are two parent classes, P1 and P2, and whatever methods we have defined in parent class P1 and P2, so child class C can use those methods. So this is the multiple inheritance. Now let us consider one example related to this multiple inheritance. So here we can use this code where we have defined one parent class P1. In this parent class P1, we have defined method M1. This method M1 is printing parent1 method as the output. Then we have defined another parent class P2. In that parent class P2 also we have defined M1 method, but output is parent2 method. Then we have created one child class C, which is inheriting parent class P1 and P2 both. Okay, so initially we have not written any code, so we are just giving pass. Okay, then we are creating one object of this child class C and we are calling method M1 through this object. So we have written t.m1. Now let us see what is the output. Then we will discuss why we got this output. So you can see our output is parent1 method. So parent1 method is the output of method M1, which is defined in parent class P1. Okay. So whenever we use concept of multiple inheritance, method resolution depends upon the order of parents. So first priority will go to parent class P1. If P1 does not contain method M1, then it will search for parent class P2. If method M1 is not in parent class P2, then it will search for that method in child class. So this is how it is executed. If there is no method with name M1, so we will surely get the error. So in this first example, we have considered that method M1 is defined in parent class P1. So we are getting the output of method M1 from parent class. So output is parent1 method. Now let us change this code and we will give M1 method in P1 parent a different label. Rest of the code remains the same. We will save it and again try to run it. So now in output what we got? Parent to method. Because now M1 method is not in parent P1. So it will search for this method in another parent class. So in P2 now we are having this M1 method. Okay. So what is the output of this M1 method in parent class P2? Parent to method. So we are getting this as our output. Now let us assume that even parent class P2 is not having this M1 method. So we just change this method name in parent class P2 and we will remove the hash mark or comment and pass. Now in this example we have defined M1 method in child class. Okay, and it is printing child method as the output. Now assume that M1 method is not in parent P1, not in parent P2, but now it is in child class. So let us see what output we will get. So in output we are getting child method because first of all it will search it in parent class P1 as it is not there in parent class P1. It will search for M1 method in parent class P2 as it is not there in parent class P2. So preference goes to the method which is defined in child class and we are getting child method as the output. So this is the example of multi-level inheritance. Now last type is hybrid inheritance. So actually hybrid inheritance is the combination of two or more types of inheritance. So it is labeled as hybrid inheritance. So you can understand this concept by using this example. Here we have defined three separate classes A, B and C. So here we are using concept of multiple inheritance. Class D is using class A and B. Class E is using class B and C. Okay. Then here we have used same parent and multiple child classes. So this is the example of what? Hierarchical inheritance. So this is how we can use different types of inheritance in one code and it is labeled as hybrid inheritance. So this is all about the concept of inheritance. If you are having any doubts, so you can raise your queries. Thank you.